shit, and I love every bit of it.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy Subway. I'm a big Subway
Are
guy.
you Subway guy?
I love Subway.
I'm not normally a cold cut guy. Weird. Right?
Cold cut.
Like
well, that's what Subway.
Deli meat.
Well, the Subway does that now. They cut their meat
it. I
now.
saw that, but I'm like, I'm not normally that guy.
No, I love Subway so much in life.
Like I'm not the my kids will do it a lot. They like Good Sense. I like Good Sense a lot.
Well, I love Good Sense too, but my life would not be complete without Subway. Oh,
I'm gonna ask you the best bread then.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be
we're
fun.
live, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, Ryan 840. Sorry, we are live.
Ryan 840, how was your weekend?
We're just chatting it up, folks. We're just chatting. I'm doing the thing on the phone. Getting the word out.
Morning thugs.
Jeez. The Monday thugs. What up,
Ernesto?
What up, Shane? Good morning.
Shane BD.
Look at that, man.
This guy at the Casey's today, he's like, my day's great. I found a new coin for my coin collection. And I go, what kind of coins? It was like this 1940 nickel. But yeah, I had to sit there for 3 minutes and hear him talk about it.
So you know what? He needed to talk to one, and you were there for him.
Yeah, thank you. That makes me happy about it then. Yeah. Right.
People need those things.
I know.
Sometimes just to listen real quick.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Pat.
What up, Pat?
Thanks, Ryan.
It's been a while.
What a game last night.
Yeah, boy. Cannot take the smile off that guy's face right now.
Man. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We will talk that. We'll talk NBA. We'll have Evan Bland, a little Husker baseball talk. Tournament tomorrow.
That starts quick.
Yeah, think about it, how quick it's got to go, though. Like, think about if you backtrack the schedule from when the start of the College World Series, right? Father's Day weekend, essentially. You've got to get through conference tournaments, regionals, super regionals to get to that point.
So it just goes so quick.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, buddy.
So they have been, since joining the Big Ten in 2012, they have been runner-ups 1, 2, 3 times.
In the tournament?
Yeah. That's too long.
It's way too long. Well, consider that, the drought, and consider the number of times they missed making it there.
Yeah, so they missed it in 2018.
Those stick out like sore thumbs.
They missed it last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's... Wait,
no.
I'm sorry, not wondering.
They missed it in 2022.
Not wondering. I know for a fact that us missing that tournament is way bigger because it's in Omaha than anything.
Yeah.
Because now we're in it this year, right? The crowds, the revenue, the excitement will be out of control just because of that.
You'd hope so.
Well, it's tomorrow, man. Like tomorrow, like 2:00.
Weather should be good.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
I don't know. Is it hit or miss? It's storm chances tonight, maybe. I think I heard.
Oh, tonight?
Tonight, I think.
I haven't seen anything. I need to talk to Moats about that.
Yeah. Can we get the man in here?
My work productivity just went down the toilet.
Just for an hour.
Don't blame us.
Shouldn't be 2 hours, but just for an hour.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. A lot of busy. I'll tell you what, graduation weekend is just.
It brought him to the yard, didn't it?
Oh my God.
Well, it's just got to be because there's so many people downtown. The hotel situation and families and.
Yeah,
was that PBA, right?
Was it at PBA?
I don't know.
I think it was at Memorial.
Aren't there some graduations coming up at PBA or not?
Probably.
Or the Lead Center, PBA.
Probably, but
right?
I know the big one was at Memorial. I was hearing stories of people sitting in the stadium. It was hot as hell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's why I didn't walk. I didn't put my family through that.
You're like, I'm good. Here's my papers. Meet you at the bar.
My papers.
Here's my papers. I'll meet you at the bar.
That's exactly pretty much how it happened.
I'll even wear my outfit to the bar.
Me?
Yeah, did you wear it?
No, I didn't have one.
You never even got one.
No.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Monday. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill Ups, Will Wilson, back after the weekend. What's up?
Hey.
What's up, everyone? What a nice weekend, by the way. Weather, people out and about. Congratulations, graduates down at the university. Got it done.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, I'll never forget. That was the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Oh.
Like you think high school, you're like, all right, we're good. Next step. Right?
Yeah.
Then you're college, like, well, I did something.
And it's crazy to
I
think.
really did something. Or is it like the longevity award?
Longevity?
Sometimes. I mean, I guess when you get it, right? If it's 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, as long as you get it. I mean, some people are on that 6-year plan.
Yeah, I mean,
where they love to party.
Do you feel like that's like the Hall of Fame sometimes when a baseball Hall of Famer gets in on his last try?
Like somebody on the 6-year plan.
Yeah, like boy, I finally got it.
Yeah, but the problem is
it counts.
The problem
it just
is
costs you more
with those ones. People on the 6-7-year plan is when they get done, it's like they don't know what to do.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
28.
It's like Brooks in the Shawshank Redemption. He gets out of prison, and he doesn't know what to do.
You don't know what to do with yourself.
Same thing with like people on the 7-year plan.
It's like Van Wilder.
Exactly, but Wilder had it figured out though.
Yeah,
he had it figured out to where he could be in college for his whole life, and it was okay.
It's like, now what? I'll just go back to school. This is so much fun. I'll try to get my master's.
Yeah,
I got a couple more in me. And your parents are like, get the hell out of here.
Is there any more classes to take? No, sir. You've taken every single class at the University of Nebraska.
I promise I'm not done. You messed up on that. Like it's no. And I didn't even sign my declaration for graduation.
Graduation weekend, man. It is busy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
man.
Good stuff. Now this week, by the way, congrats to grads and all that got it done, and enjoy your summer. Shout out to like high school students right now, parents, because this is your week. 3 days of school left, maybe 4, 3.5.
3.5.
They get out Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I know there's like early out Thursday for kids. I know
finals
some
week.
People finals week. If you're taking finals,
good
luck. But I know ours get out like Thursday at like 11 noon something. It's a half day.
Okay,
it's a half day. And I think LPS maybe it's like 1:30ish. Then the summer is on.
Yep,
lead it right up into Memorial Day weekend.
All those kids out there, I'll say what my parents would always say: buckle down,
buckle down.
It's time to buckle down.
You
Will
hate to buckle down, Will, buckle down.
You have a C. You need to get this up to a C+. That's how my life was, man. But my parents, they were very supportive. They wanted me to do the best in school, and I had to let them down every single year. And the problem is when you have a twin sister
who's super smart,
she sets the expectation.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what's tough.
You couldn't reach that potential. You couldn't get to that.
No, I could never. Oh, she was a way better student than me. So, anyways,
yeah, congrats.
Graduation weekend, man. Yeah, I can't believe it's already been 3 years since I graduated.
Crazy. That's crazy. Mine's been 24, I think, something like that.
It does just love remembering it though.
Like, yeah, I do. I can still remember walking and doing all that. Super cool. Super cool. So, how
was Kansas City?
Awesome. Baseball weekend was awesome, man. The kids had a lot of success down there. We went back down there, played in the championship once again, but lost.
Damn.
We've done it twice now. We've had long Sundays, and we always tell the kids, man, look, if you're playing on Sundays and you're getting home late, you're doing something right.
Right.
That means you're playing the last game of the day.
Yeah.
In your bracket. That's how it goes.
So
it's success. We got home about 9:30 last night. So I was a little worried about the tie popping up this morning, being ready to go. But I thought, man, he's really good this one. What's going on? Oh, they only have 3 days of school left.
Exactly.
He knows how to work this.
The motivation is very high right now.
Very high. They're looking forward, doing that. You had a great weekend at the bar, right?
Yeah, it was good. Man.
Lucrative.
Just busy, man. A lot of people. Yeah, it was a good weekend, man. So
good. So we have a lot to get to today. Here in about 10, 12 minutes, somewhere there, we'll talk to Evan Bland with the Omaha World Herald as the Huskers finished second in the Big Ten. They'll be the 2 seed, and they'll play tomorrow up in Omaha about 2:00. We'll talk to him about that. Look back at this season a little bit. What's that? How it looked, and what's in front of them. Maybe what can be done. Maybe to be thinking about a regional. Don't know. Don't know.
I don't even want to think about that.
I don't
right
either.
now,
I just want them to have successful, because you mentioned about the number of times early about how they finished in the Big Ten tournament, and It's been a drought, man.
Since 2012,
Been a drought.
we've been there 9 times. Okay, 9 times since joining the Big 12 in 2012 or Big 10 in 2012. We've been the runner-up 3 times. I now remember that 13-14 year where we did it 2 years in a row.
Time to win one. Let's go. Right? Are you good with that? Let's win one.
Let's win one, man.
Let's win one. So we'll talk to Evan about that. We'll talk a little PGA Championship coming up down the line, and a lot of stories that we missed. But I'll just give you the stage, man. The conference finals are set for the NBA. Pacers, oh my gosh, they get it done in big time fashion. 130-109. Brunson goes out, fractured hand, but they were lighting the world on fire with their shooting.
Oh man. And I thought the home team was going to win this series. Talk about the Knicks, man. They really got hit with that injury bug. I mean, that sucks. In Game 7, worst possible time for that to happen. What had happened? And the Pacers took advantage. Man, I've never seen the Pacers in the conference finals, let alone the T-Wolves.
They shot 53 of 79, by the way.
Wow.
Put that. They're 13 of 24 from 3, and they just rout. I mean, it was a rout. 130. 109. They'll move on to look at that. And on Wednesday, they'll start the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. What a situation that will be as they get to that.
Unfortunately, besides Game 7, the Pacers haven't looked good on the road.
They have not. And to credit to them, and then to get that series, that right now they are 9.5-point dogs going to Boston.
I like to say they have a chance, but just seeing how they've played on the road is where I can't see them doing this.
Made me think. I need to look at my sheet here. That doesn't work. I lose. I
haven't even.
I lose.
I gotta find mine. I don't know where mine's
I
at.
lose. But the nightcap. What a night for your Timberwolves, my friend. 98-90 after.
What a win.
What a win, man. After erasing a 20-point deficit to come back in this and upend the defending champs. Nuggets are out. T-Wolves move on.
Unbelievable.
You have got to be like, this is something you've never witnessed.
I've never seen it. Never seen it. Except, 2004 was a long time ago. I don't remember watching anything at that age. But I was working during the first half of this game, and I can see it going downhill quick. Elijah Herbal and I have a bet on that. We had a bet on that game. Because he's a Nuggets fan, I'm a T-Wolves fan. So on Friday, we made a bet.
I saw it.
And the bet was the loser had to do the 9, 9, and 9 challenge.
Oh,
if you don't know what that is, that's 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings at a baseball game. So that was the bet. Now I'll tell you what, Hooks. After seeing what happened, I wish I would have raised the ante a little bit, because we had a few other ideas for what the punishment would be.
Yeah.
We did stuff like loser has to take the ACT this summer.
That would have been awesome.
Or the LSAT, or one of us said loser had to bomb the Boston Marathon. So it's a good thing we didn't go with those, because Elijah would be either in jail or having to take an ACT this summer. But that's why I was mainly excited, because I don't have to do the 999 challenge.
Yeah, you escaped that.
By the way, you didn't like my Boston Marathon joke a few seconds ago, did you?
I did not.
Okay. I thought it was pretty funny. Anyways, what a win for the T-Wolves. What a win.
Yeah, man. That's I'm happy for him. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for Anthony Edwards. I think he's slowly, maybe not as slow as we think, becoming the face of this league right now.
Easily.
Another thing, the NBA is becoming it's the who's who, but it's also next champ up. This will be the 6th champ in 6 years now. There'll be a new champ. 6 in 6 years. And I can't remember, when was the last time that they've even, like, the Nuggets, was it like, I saw a picture of like the last time they were in, not the Nuggets, the T-Wolves, a picture, maybe you'd have to look it up, but the last time they were in a final like this, like Coach Hoiberg was on the team.
Yeah, it was 2004, and they played the Lakers.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't win. But in looking at the Mavs too, the Mavs have a good team. I think that
they do.
I think the T-Wolves got this because, the Mavs seem very two-dimensional. It seems like everything goes through Kyrie and Luka.
Yep. Of course.
It's just they don't seem to me that they have the depth and
to hang with the T-Wolves. I can
Yeah.
agree with that. Now, they will open up at home. The T-Wolves will open up at home as a 4-point favorite right now.
okay.
Does it worry you that they're at home?
No. Why would that?
Because the last series, remember? They didn't win a game at home, did they?
Who, the T-Wolves?
Yeah. Did they win one at home?
Yeah, remember they won Game 6.
One at home.
Yeah.
You were worried about that.
I
last
was.
series.
Listen, I didn't think they were going to win last night. I am so shocked. Everybody's shocked. Social media was crazy.
Yo,
after
absolutely.
That game.
Absolutely.
You're down 20 points and you come back. The play of the game. There's 2 plays of that game. Well, number one, the Rudy Gobert fadeaway. Did you see that?
Yep. Saw the highlight of
shot
that this morning.
That is so not in his tool belt. He never does that, and he somehow cans it. And then Conley steals the ball at half court, which then goes to an Anthony Edwards 3-pointer.
I think Conley's the glue of that team.
Mhm.
Him being on that floor, instant difference.
Yeah.
Instant difference. But also, by the way, Anthony Edwards does his thing. 16, 8, and 7. Did not shoot it great. 6 of 24. But how about maybe in the biggest moment of his career, Cat coming through, right? 8 of 14, 23 and 12 in the game.
Well, let's not forget, Naz Reid is just – this guy is so underrated.
Yeah.
And
off the bench, 4 of 7, 11 and 4.
But he had some very key plays on the
Mm-hmm.
defensive side. I mean, this is a guy that was a second-round pick. Nobody thought he was an undrafted. He might have even went undrafted.
Yep.
I mean, nobody thought this guy was going to be anything. And now the T-Wolves are at a point to where they need to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah, McDaniel's coming up big last couple games, 23 and 6 for him. I agree with you. I think it's a well-rounded basketball team.
It is. And of course, they've always been underrated because they're Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota has
They get
no
zero
history.
credit.
Exactly.
Zero.
That's what makes this even sweeter.
Zero. Now, for you as a fan, our expectation is really high now to make the finals.
I mean,
You're there, right? You're there.
This team,
You're facing one of the best in the league.
I truly believe the team who won last night is the finals champion.
Really?
Yeah. But
Like, you think they're the champ. I'm still on the Celtics train.
really?
I think they're really stinking good, man. They're really stinking good.
I'm not there. And I know that's easy to hear from a T-Wolves fan.
And it's
but
all right.
No, seriously.
You should be there.
I think the Pacers do have a chance to make that a series. But again, yeah, they have not shown a lot on the road. They got to win a couple on the road, obviously.
Yep. Ryan 840 says total team effort, no doubt. Has to be finals or bust.
Finals or bust? I don't know.
Ooh,
Like,
you there yet, Will?
I don't even think the T-Wolves have been to the finals. So that seems a little premature. Like, if they were to get to the finals, I would be totally happy with that because they could bring a lot of this team back next year.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. Ryan 840, you are the man. See his other comment. I rocked the do-rag during 9:55 to 11 to conceal earbuds from work truck camera detection. Hashtag hook up junkies.
Ryan 840.
You're
We
the
don't want
best.
you to
Don't get in
lose your
trouble.
job, man.
Don't get in trouble. If you have a problem, have them call us. 402-489-1240.
You know where to find us. We can help you out.
Get us. So good stuff. Will, they're on, man.
Crazy, man.
I'll be pulling for you. I'll be pulling for you in the T-Wolves in this deal.
I was already talking to my cousin. She wants me to come up and maybe go to a game, but I can't afford those tickets.
Well, if your cousin's inviting you, it's probably on them.
No, I wouldn't do that to
Why
them.
not?
No, that's crazy, man.
Nora could drive you.
Nora, I don't know. She started a new job today, so good luck to her.
Oh, good luck, Nora.
Yeah.
She's probably not listening, but probably can't. Good luck, Nora.
She'll listen after work for sure.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. So, all right, hey, let's take a break and let's come back, talk a little Husker baseball with Evan Bland from the Omaha World Herald.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Ernesto, I'm not keeping that board tight.
That was a little on me. That was a little on me.
I should call Elijah to get his reaction for.
After Evan, we're gonna call. After Evan, we will call him.
Because I tweeted at him last night.
Nothing. Oh, he's mad.
I just hope everything's okay.
I saw his tweet.
Oh, you did?
Look at his, because I think he's referencing you.
Oh, really?
Go look at Elijah's Twitter and see if that's about the 999 challenge. I just took it that way. It could mean something totally different.
Wait a minute. I haven't.
Wasn't there one? Let me look. There was one he sent out. No, he did not tag. He did not like.
No, I don't see it.
I just came across it like real quick, unless he deleted it. Oh, he had to take it down.
What?
It was something. It was that one with all the hot dogs on his face.
That was me.
That was you that sent that?
Yeah.
I thought it was Elijah. You sent that to him.
Yeah.
I saw it. I know what. I just saw his name.
Yeah, I tweeted that. Wait a minute. Now that's not showing up.
Yeah, like I saw it.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Why did they take that down?
You got flagged for that?
I didn't delete it. Are you serious? Oh, it's under replies.
It didn't go out?
If you go to replies, it shows up. That's weird, man. I'll have to call him because he's been pretty silent about this whole thing.
All right. No, what we're going to do is call him. We're going to get with Evan.
Yep.
And we're going to do this.
Because he was so confident. Cocky prick.
Wow. Wow.
All right, that was a little too much.
Wow.
That was too much.
I'm going to call it that aggressive. I like it.
Nuggets fans are just kind of annoying, man.
I like it. I'm okay with it, man. If he's coming at you, now it's just sit back.
I mean, everybody thought the T-Wolves were losing last
I
night.
think
Hell,
every-
I even thought they were gonna.
I think a lot of people do. I mean,
Maybe Coach could give me some tickets to the T-Wolves game.
what a
He
way.
knows Tim Connolly in the front office.
Boy, how do we make this happen for Will
Well,
Wilson?
T has a connection. But,
Yes.
man, I can't. I'm taking a lot of work off here soon. I'm going out of town next month that I haven't told you about.
That's all right. When is it? We got to coordinate because I'm gone for a few days next month.
Oh my God!
It's like the 3rd or 4th weekend in June, something like that.
I think that's when I'm leaving too. I'm leaving the.
Colorado. I have a baseball Colorado trip.
I think I'm leaving the 20th.
Oh, that might be good because I think. Let me look. Mine's not the 20th. I do know that. Oh no, it is. I think it is. The 20th, the 19th. Well, hey, we'll come up with some best of stuff. Dump button. I can hear that. I love this. Ah, boy. All I do is win, win, win. I really liked that when you did that. It was awesome, Will. Uh-oh. We having phone problems. Great.
Okay, I low-key accidentally just called Elijah. And he didn't answer.
It makes me laugh. It makes my day. Did you ever look around, like the studio beside us? Like we have so much fun doing this, and talking sports and having great listeners. And like you look over the right, it's a news place. They look so serious. I kind of want to make faces at the guy that's staring at me doing the interview. Would that be wrong? Totally. See this guy over here? Can you guys see that? That guy. I just want to make faces. They're so serious over there, Will. That'd be funny.
It's Game and Parks, man. They're
No,
serious
this guy.
people.
No. This
That's
guy's in a suit.
Oh,
Nice dress suit, gray,
must be Burt Reynolds or something.
clean. Like his hair's like clean cut, like real, well put together. Yeah. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's week's off to a great start. Let's bring on our friend, Evan Bland from the Omaha World Herald. Evan, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys. How's it going?
It's great. It's great. We're just talking about Mondays and baseball stuff. And here we are. Nebraska finishes second, gets a second seed in the conference, and we're headed up to the tournament. And it's I always say, you know what? It's nice to check that box off because it seems it's way worse when we don't make the tournament number one. And it's even more worse when it's in Omaha and we're not there.
Well, just think about the last 2 years. So 2022, Nebraska falls short, and they played their last game at Haymarket, and the season's over. And I just, I remember it kind of felt like a funeral. Like the fun's just getting started, and Nebraska wasn't a part of it. And then you have the season last year where they need to win the Big Ten tournament to extend their season. They were out of the at-large conversation really from April on, and you just kind of felt that pressure going to Omaha that you had to win the thing, and they come up short in the semis. And there was still sort of that sense of, man, you're missing out on the best time of the year. And now here you go as a 2 seed. And I think Nebraska's certainly has as good of a chance to win this thing as anybody, but there's also that kind of sense that you're playing with house money, because even if you don't, you're locked in essentially as a regional 2 seed in the NCAA tournament in a week. So talk about 3 years and 3 different vibes. And this is the one you definitely would prefer to have, but it'll be fun. Like, I think if they were to make a run this week in front of the home fans, that could be one of those momentum maybe pushes into the postseason, but it does feel like they're playing with house money this week.
Absolutely. Evan, when you look back at the grand scheme of the entire season, give us a few descriptive words that might describe this team. And because I know some people are like, well, success. One, you're the 2 seed. You're in that tournament with a chance. Others might go, well, man, there's midweek missed opportunities. We're still missing that Sunday starter guy. Talk about that a little bit and how you're feeling about as we embark on that game tomorrow.
Yeah, the season's kind of in the eye of the beholder a little bit. Like, if you look at it from where they were in mid-March, you might be a little disappointed to see that, hey, they played their way out of a regional host and they lost the game to South Dakota State, that maybe the midweek bugaboos were still there. But think back to in early February. I mean, Big Ten coaches picked Nebraska to finish 5th in the league. Really, nobody had them as a title favorite behind, Iowa, Indiana, maybe Michigan, and Nebraska. If you recall at the time, they had lost Emmett Olson and Jace Kaminska, their Friday and Saturday starters. You didn't really know what that rotation would look like. You lose 2 middle infielders to high draft picks in the professional level. And you kind of wondered where was it all going to happen. And so the emergence of Brett Sears, Mason McConaughey, the offense that has more of a team identity where it doesn't maybe have a star player or 2 like last year's, but it is probably deeper and has more of an identity than what that group did. That's all really positive stuff. And the thing that was upsetting to Nebraska fans was, as much as you put into this program, to not be in the mix for the NCAA tournament was really disappointing. And so they were in that conversation all year. Really, there was no point this season where they had an RPI that was outside what you would want or need to get into the tournament. So I think from that perspective, it was a successful season. Obviously, Rob Childress coming on as pitching coach. I think we saw a lot of development from pitchers at different times, maybe not to the point that you have your midweek starters all penciled in just yet. But I think when it's all said and done, you're playing in June, playing meaningful baseball at that point. That's what you want. And so they've given themselves a chance to make a run and maybe break through a little bit deeper than they've gone in a long time. And we'll see if they can do it. But I think just the fact that they've given themselves a chance would make this season a success.
Evan, there was a lot. I talked to a lot of people who weren't quite happy with what happened on Saturday, and I mean, Bill Hooks included. He was one of those people as well. But I don't get the feeling that they weren't trying their hardest, because I know a lot of people were like kind of making that argument. It was just another game that they lost. I mean, what did you think of Saturday? Because if you win that, you're top of the Big Ten.
Well, if you win it, you give yourself a chance, and as it turned out, it wouldn't have mattered because Illinois won the game anyway. But yeah, I mean, you want to have a chance, and you want to win the regular season title if you can do it. And I mean, they put the guy out there who'd been pretty good for him the last couple of weeks, and Jackson Brockett. And he just didn't have it on that particular day. And, Michigan State didn't make the 8-team field, but they're not a bad team either. They have some pretty good hitters on that side. It's hard to go on the road and sweep. And, even with the slow start, like Nebraska still was in contention. They still stored, I think, 6 runs in that game, and the bullpen just kind of let it get away late. So, these things do happen. Just because Nebraska is in the NCAA tournament doesn't mean it's a finished product or even a great team necessarily. So I think these things do pop up. That to me is one of the big X factors in the next couple of weeks is once you get past Brett Sears and Mason McConaughey, how does the rest of it come together? And we've seen flashes lately from Drew Christo and Caleb Clark. Will Walsh has still shown this is the time of year when he's done well. And Jackson Brockett, of course, could bounce back, and he could even be maybe the guy on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. But I think that's just kind of what the team is. Like if you play matchups and you hope that one of those guys is on a given day, then Nebraska has something. And if they don't, then I think it's just a reminder that, your advantage is your top 2 starters, and you're going to need maybe your offense to carry a bigger load. So we'll see how it goes.
Again, we're speaking to Evan Bland from the Omaha World Herald. Evan, let's look ahead at Tuesday, tomorrow at 2. When you look at that, you go back to, I believe, April, you took 2 out of 3 from Ohio State. Obviously, it was a Sunday loss that got us. They're not sweeping that series. I don't know. Have they announced a starter yet? If they have or have not, do you think they might go a little different looking ahead? Possibly if you go with a Mason McConaughey in game 1, and then you look ahead and you got Indiana possibly sitting there at 2, then you go to Sears to get yourself some advancement, or do you think they stick to the same plan?
Well, that'll be a good question. They have not announced their starters. I don't know that they're going to announce their starters before the day of. And it's kind of like what we were saying earlier, where like a year ago when Nebraska had to win this thing, they needed to do what they needed to do to win the games in that moment. That's not the case this year. Like, I think this is my educated opinion that whether Nebraska wins the Big Ten tournament or they go 0-2 this week in Omaha, I think there's still a regional 2 seed somewhere. So, like, I don't think if I'm Nebraska, this is not a week where I move Brett Sears up a few days or I move McConaughey even up a few days. I would figure it out on Tuesday with Brockett, who only went maybe a couple innings on Saturday, or you could go Christo or Clark and just kind of piece it together. And then I would keep Sears and McConaughey after that. If they lose Tuesday, they'd play Wednesday. If they win Tuesday, then they play Thursday, which would put Sears on a regular full week of rest. So I think that's the smart play. Keep your guys in rhythm heading into regionals so they're fully rested and ready to go for that. And again, if you win Tuesday with sort of the committee approach, then you're in absolutely great shape, presumably against Indiana or the Indiana Purdue winner, and then maybe in the finals after that. So we'll see what they do. I don't know that that's what they'll do. They may well move their guys up and try to give them extra rest before regionals as well. But just the fact that they don't have to win this thing does make Nebraska, it gives them the luxury of, playing the long game as opposed to trying to push guys on short rest.
Evan, it's something's got to give, man. Since joining the Big Ten, 3 runner-up finishes in the Big Ten tournament. I remember those early ones were at Target Field. Man, you just hope that at some point something's got to give and we finally make a run.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be fun. How about, everyone remembers that Nebraska's last College World Series appearance was 2005. That's also the last time they've won a conference tournament since 2005. Like that's how long it's been. And like you mentioned, they've had some memorable games since then, especially against Indiana back in the early 2010s. And they had a chance in 2019 to finish it and came up a little bit short. But yeah, it would be cool to do. I think, to me, I kind of liken a potential tournament championship to like what Brockett's no-hitter was. Like, it's not necessarily, but it's a cool sort of tentpole moment. It would be a cool thing for the home fans to experience. It would give momentum to the program heading into the NCAA tournament. And like, you think about some of the things that the baseball program has accomplished in the last 5, 6, 7 years, like, for the most part, it's happened on the road. They've clinched regular season titles on the road. They've played regionals on the road. So to like go to Omaha and draw a big crowd and win a tournament, I think would be a cool thing. I don't know that the season would be defined by that at this point. I think they've done enough in the regular season, and then of course the tournament's coming up to where I think that's where the ultimate memories will lie, and then maybe the judgment for this team will be. But it would be cool. It'd be a lot of fun to see them get it done, just in a way that they haven't done in a while.
Evan, when you look at also, I mean, obviously we're in this thing. Can you put? I know you covered this tournament a lot in Nebraska baseball. Can you put like a maybe not a number, but a value on the fact that the impact of Nebraska being in Omaha this starting tomorrow with fans and the local community?
Oh yeah, I mean it's huge. I don't have the attendance numbers in front of me, but the year that they missed in 22, it was drastically less than when they qualified last year, even, and made that run to the championship against, coincidentally, Ohio State. But yeah, it's a huge difference in terms of the crowds that show up, and it probably hurts them a little bit this year that it's a 2:00 game instead of a 6:00 game. And if they win, they'll play on at 2:00 on Thursday as well. But Husker fans, I mean, they find a way to get out there and take a little half day or whatever it might be. So there's no doubt it's better for the community. This is always the warm-up act for the College World Series in a few weeks anyway. But it's better for the businesses and the crowds and the atmosphere and everything else that Nebraska's there. And when it's not been there, when it's been in Minnesota, or the year it was in Indiana in 2017, it was in Columbus, Ohio, like a decade ago or so, like the crowds just aren't the same. So I think, even when Nebraska's not there, it draws similarly as it would elsewhere. And when Nebraska is there, it becomes one of the better conference tournaments in college baseball.
Evan, always a pleasure, my friend, man. Good luck. Have a great time covering this. And hopefully next time we're talking about that run that turned into a tournament championship.
Yeah, let's talk about regional matchups next week. Sounds fun.
Awesome. Thanks, Evan. Take care of yourself. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Thanks, Evan. Evan Bland, Omaha World Herald right there. You can follow, by the way, if you're not watching or up there, you can follow Evan at Evan Bland, OWH on Twitter as well. So let's take another break. We come back. Let's talk about Xander Schauffele, what that win meant for him at the PGA Championship.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Yeah, buddy.
I remember that. Was it 2016 when we played in Omaha for the Big Ten championship? Yep. Kyle Schwarber was there and just knocked one right field.
Right. Just out there crushing dreams.
Yeah, I remember that game. I went to it. I remember there was a rain delay.
Oh,
Everyone just pretty much left because we were, dead.
I just think back to probably like way before, like the last time I remember being in like the last super regional at Haymarket Park, talking about electric, being in Haymarket Park, super regional, like 8,000.
Was that Miami?
Yes, like 8,000. I mean, talking about an environment that was like no other. And it'll be not that, but I'm telling you, that's why I want to ask Evan about the impact of Husker. Like they will find a way to get there tomorrow at 2:00. Right. And I wonder how much, I'm going to ask, maybe that's another, but I wonder how much the Big Ten looks at that. Because obviously there's a contract for the tournament, right?
Yeah.
But when Nebraska's not there, that place looks miserable.
Yeah, I know.
With fans.
Yeah.
Like seriously, it's like, oh, you know?
I think it makes sense. It's literally where you play the CWS.
Oh, it's perfect.
No, if you're the Big Ten, why wouldn't you want it there? It's
centrally located, Omaha, easy in, easy out, airport, all that stuff. But
when it was at Target Field, but
you're looking at it going, man, come on, Nebraska just finished 8th or better every year. That's all you got to do.
All you got to do.
That's all. You got one job.
But we've proven that that's not a gimme. That's not
typically
that
not
easy.
A little tougher than I guess we make it.
Yeah, I wish I could make it up there tomorrow. I probably won't, but
I don't think I can. We have it's at 2:00. I'll see. My kid has a game tomorrow night.
But if because the championship game's probably on Saturday or Sunday, it's definitely a weekend,
right here.
Right? I mean, if we can make it
The
there.
championship game is the 26th, 2:00. What's the 26th?
Yeah, it's a Saturday. I
Yeah,
think.
it'll be Saturday because you'll play. If you run if you run through it, man, you'll go 2:00 on Nebraska's path, right? 2:00 tomorrow, 2:00 Wednesday, 9 a.m. on a Friday in the winter side, and then the championship game at 2:00 on a Saturday.
Yeah, so
Nebraska, I think it's just a unique situation. I'm telling you, it's for anybody, but just talking Nebraska's path. If you somehow get dumped into that loser side, yuck. You got no pitching. We'll run out of it. Not run out of it. We just won't have it. Exactly. We don't want no scrubs, especially on the mound. Welcome back in the Morning Hookup. You're having a great Monday. Special thanks to Evan Bland with the Omaha World Herald. Again, you can follow him if you're not able to get to the game or watch it or whatever, at Evan Bland, OWH. And we calling it, tell me, we need to talk to him. Ernesto says Husker baseball is for real.
Hey, who's on the phone?
Who's on the phone? Who we got?
Oh, it's Ernesto.
Ernesto, what's up, brother?
Ernesto.
Not much. Buckle in. I've been up since 5. I take my wife to work. Will, I think you should have drove her at least, since she drives all the time, at least to work. What did you do special for her today?
Last night I gave her a hug and said good luck.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what I would have done. I would have given her a card and say, don't open it until noon and say, hey, I'm cooking dinner for you tonight. But anyway, I'm a player. But, hey. And Elijah's half brother is Joey Chestnut, so he ain't got nothing to worry about. He gained you on that. Do you need me to come and run that type board for you? I see you playing with the volume and stuff. Hey, Will, isn't it enough you've already hired me as your administrative assistant because you don't want a calendar?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks for the call.
I mean, the calendar situation did come up one time. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, I know you wanted to bring it up.
I just want to say, I think it's easy for you. So Will walked in. By the way, his shirt is fire. If you haven't seen it, because he's a horse guy. Look at that thing. May the horse be with you. I love that.
Thanks.
And I like the color.
Yeah, even though that gray horse just they let that gray horse walk on Saturday.
They did.
That no speed, slow pace, and just let it control everything. Hate it.
Sloppy track. I didn't watch. Was it sloppy?
It was a little sloppy.
But
it was stupid, boring race.
I'm really mad that we did not get your expert analysis again.
Yeah,
use your notes.
We didn't quite. Hey, you'll get it for the Belmont.
Right. So thank you. I could use those.
That's so funny. Can run. Is that what Dane's
Because I'm telling you, at some point, the sloppy, because you doesn't run on sloppy track on a few of those. I wouldn't. Yeah, those would have been the ones I would have bet on.
Right.
Good morning. You're on the Morning Hookup.
I got to tell you, Ernesto's the man.
He's funny, isn't he? He's funny.
I love it. I'm thinking, am I listening to Jim Rome again?
Oh,
hey, that's a compliment.
You know what? Look,
he will take that as a compliment.
Plus, in this small little market world we live in, I'll take it.
Yeah.
For $12 an hour, we're doing something right.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Jerry.
This is hey,
it's good.
Jim Romero.
It's good. Oh, so going back, so Will, God bless you, he walked in and goes, man, I forgot my magnet for his name tag.
I have a magnet, yeah.
All I said was, I know how you can remember it. Put it in there. 8:30. Set it.
8:30? I'm not, man. You think I wake up at 8:30? No, I know what you're talking about, but that just seems like so much work, so that reminders app is so confusing to work.
Fine. I'm calling you tomorrow.
No, don't.
I'll put a counter invite on my phone to call you tomorrow. Good morning. You're on the Morning Hookup.
No, we don't have a call. I'm dialing.
Elijah.
This guy has to do the 999 challenge.
Yeah. Why is he ignoring? He's ignoring you, brother. That's all there is to it. Hello, brother. He's ignoring you. Completely ignoring you. Boop, 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 boop.
He's ducking me.
He's ducking. No, he's asleep.
But it's 10:40.
You think he'll he knows that number, doesn't he?
I don't know.
489-1240.
He didn't answer earlier.
Just call from your cell phone.
Yeah.
Text him and say, hey, I need you to call me at the studio. I have a real quick question for you. Like, make it urgent. Make him have to. Hi, you wrote the 999 in your face challenge.
Can't believe he's ducking me. He lost the bet.
Come on. No, just text him like, hey, I got a real quick question. We're at a break. Just like lie.
He'll do it. He's a man of his word.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. All right. Hey, boy.
PGA Championship.
What a championship, by the way.
At Valhalla.
At Valhalla. What a, honestly, when you went into that thing, you looked at, like the leaderboard, the final leaderboard. I started looking at this thing. Obviously, we got through the Scotty Scheffler news. He does not get it done. But when you turn that thing on, if you were watching on Sunday, the scores they were putting up, number one, it was the who's who. Between Schauffele, DeChambeau, Hovland, Morikawa, Rose, Lowry, Scheffler.
Wait a minute.
Thomas.
You just want to skip over the random guy tied for fourth?
Yeah, he doesn't matter. I'm talking about the who's who.
The German?
I'm talking about the guy that's always the guy that's always invited to the party. That guy's not.
You don't care about Thomas Detry?
No. Or I skipped over Robert McIntyre too.
Sorry, he's from Belgium, not Germany.
I mean, come on. He had a good day, but we won't see him again.
Oh,
okay.
Man, that's.
But you look at that, you're like, oh, now we're talking, right? And then you had the storylines, Xander Schauffele. We talked about Schauffele, right? 0 for 4 in the final group. Then you got, oh boy, is this the time where another live guy breaks through in a championship? And a guy with 3D printed clubs, Bryson DeChambeau, which he's becoming a little likable on this tour. Not me. Not me.
Oh,
but
baloney.
But for fans. There was nothing better. By the way, Xander Schauffele gets it done. Birdies 18, wins his first major, breaks through wire to wire, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a big task.
Like that gray horse.
Wire. Yes, wire to wire. I got to tell you, when I did not see the end of all that stuff, but I watched all the highlights, there is nothing better to me. I really liked Bryson DeChambeau warming up, and you watched that birdie putt. He looked pissed. He looked pissed.
I know. I mean, that's tough. But
yeah,
I think I know why you think he's becoming likable. I don't know. He's got a smile on his face a lot more.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not really acting too much like a D-bag.
Yeah,
like he has in the past.
But like a lot.
Yeah, he's friendly, and he's playing good.
Yes.
And I think you're afraid to admit.
No, I will never be afraid. I told you my stance on live golf has never, and it's not. It is what it is, and will never change.
I think you're so stubborn.
Nope.
I think
Xander Schauffele,
you're afraid.
21 under par, gets it done.
He almost missed that putt.
He did. It was kind of come on the low side, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But he'll take home $3.3 million. Bryson DeChambeau is second place, almost $2 million. Victor Hovland, a little over $1.2 million. But what a day. If you look at those top four guys, how they finished, 65, 64, 66, 66.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
His first ever major.
Yeah, now he can take the label off because he had the label. He owned that label for a long time. You know what it was? Best golfer on the planet not to win a major. Now he has it. No, he's in that group.
Really?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yep.
He also didn't he win the gold medal?
He did
in the Olympics.
Yes. They both win, by the way. That's they kind of made that comparison. Both Olympians won this past week. Xander Schauffele, an Olympian gold medalist, wins. Nelly Korda gets another victory. She was in the gold medalist.
Man, she is just
how about
on fire.
How about 6 wins and 7 starts?
My Lord.
How about that?
Best swing in golf.
How about that?
The best swing in golf. Tiger did not play very well.
No, he's terrible. He his second round got off to like triple bogey triple.
I can't imagine.
Then I watched. He almost made a hole in one too.
I can't imagine what that course was like on Friday. Just wet.
Oh yeah.
And if you hit that rough, man, you're done.
Schauffele, by the way, by the record, 21 under was the lowest scored a par in major championship history. His 263 total was the lowest 72-hole scoring total in such an event.
Wow. So Tiger's done.
Oh yeah,
essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised to hear you agreeing with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's what he gets. He doesn't play enough golf. His body won't take that. Yeah, parade around for the majors. Fine.
You seem really sad about it.
No, it's what it is. He's still like, it's still crazy that it's still that people pay money to go, and his galleries are so huge. They're waiting for one more flash of brilliance, and I think it's gone.
Really?
Yeah. One more flash.
Yeah, because who cares about seeing him
Might
on
be
the
on the
seniors?
champions.
The seniors. Yeah, who cares?
Also, the wire-to-wire victory. He becomes the 11th player to accomplish such a feat in the PGA Championship history. Koepka was the last to do it in 2019. What a win.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Because that thing was getting wild. It was stacked forever, man, just to persevere through that. Come up in birdie 18.
Lowry on Saturday.
Ooh,
was
he
just-
also he tied the lowest major round again.
Man.
62.
That's incredible.
They were finding bullets at this thing. It was crazy.
He's a very likable guy.
Lowry's very likable because he's the dude that honestly will be at the pub minutes
Yep.
after he finished his round.
We saw that when he won the Open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Minutes after. Him and Roy McIlroy put a tournament together, and they were at the pub.
Speaking of Rory, I got a Rory conspiracy coming up in stories we missed.
Oh.
And it has
I
to do with
wonder-
his recent divorce.
I like where you're going. I think I read a little bit about this. I like where you're going with that story.
Surprised to see Scotty, bounce back from everything that happened on, was that Friday? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. I mean, he started off really bad on Saturday. I think double bogey started, never really got it. But again, you look at their scores. You look at the guys we're talking about that didn't, their scores, like Justin Rose. He's sixth place, tied for sixth. He was 7 back, and he was 14 under. The likes of Justin Thomas, good week for him being back at his home state. He was 8 back, 13 under. Good to see him play well. McIlroy, 9 back? He lost by 9.
I don't think Phil made the cut.
I thought he did. Did Phil not? But that cut line, because Schauffele set the bar so high, it was like 1 under was the cut line.
Even
1 under.
Even Spieth played okay this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you got, but again, it's really hard when a guy as hot as Xander Schauffele in the golf course right now, 21 under, 62, 68, 68, 65.
Yeah, Phil missed the cut, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, both those guys are gone. So
Daly had a thumb injury, so he withdrew.
Daly had a thumb injury. I'm sure that's what it was.
All right, let's take a
All
break.
right, take a break. We'll come back and do stories that we missed.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Vanessa says, we'll get your master's in information systems and a minor in calendar maintenance.
Ha!
Right, 840. Xander got a couple bad breaks on 17, 18, but what a clutch birdie on 18. His second shot, you see his second shot on 18, the par 5? He was standing in the bunker.
Oh,
He had
yeah,
to
I
lay
did
up.
see that.
It was that was the most clutch shot of the entire round to get to that point.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Right, and for respect, Hooksy's also anti-lift player. Yep. Yeah, Bryson did. That was a cool moment they caught. Bryson was giving a golf ball to a kid, and the adult snagged it.
I think at this point in life, if you can't get over people going to live, you need to grow up.
I'm never growing up.
Big deal. You guys act like you wouldn't take $50 million to go play for the Saudis.
Their people aren't happy, man. Look, they're happy they got the money, but how many of those guys are playing good golf? John Rahm. Go look at John Rahm.
Oh, let's pick out one person.
No. Sergio, gone. John Rahm, gone. DJ, terrible.
Okay, so what about guys like
Bryson?
What about
and,
guys like Ricky Fowler who finished 63rd?
He's on the tour. He's fine.
Well, these guys are on a tour too.
He has defected.
So what? Your arguments
No,
constantly
I'm just saying,
have holes in them.
I just saying, Rahm got there, and all those guys, like who's playing well that played well over there? Like
DeChambeau.
Him and Koepka. Those are the two guys I'll give you.
DeChambeau.
DJ's missed every cut since he's been back when he's allowed to come back. He was at one point, I thought he was the best golfer on the planet. His size, length.
I think McIntyre is a live guy, is he not?
I don't know. Did you see him?
What? No,
he just looks like this run-of-the-mill guy. Like
he's on the PGA.
Yeah. Did Rahm even play in this?
John Rahm?
Yeah. I never
He
heard
missed
his
the
name
cut.
once. I never heard DJ missed the cut too, right? I never heard his name once.
He's struggling, man. Yes, his swing didn't look quite right.
I know he at one point I think he saw him like didn't he chuck a club?
Yeah, he did.
The old
Yeah.
chuck a club.
I got some good stories coming up. In
They
stories
did
we
have
missed.
the whatchamacallit, is it Lee something? The where'd he go in the leaderboard? The Club Pro.
Is it Hodges or no?
No, was it Lee Hodges? The Club Pro made the cut. I wonder where he finished.
His
'Cause
last name was Hodges.
I don't know. Thought it was Lee something.
Well, Lee Hodges finished tied for 12.
No, that's not him. Can't be. Dude, I was scrolling down the PGA. I'm looking for that Club Pro, and I'm scrolling down to see the guys that you didn't even know were in this tournament. How about Jason Duffner?
What?
He played in the tournament.
He did?
Yes. Yeah, he played in it. He missed the cut. He finished 1 over par. That's it. 68-75.
Wow.
How about a guy that you haven't heard, like a previous winner?
How about Luke Donald finished 2 under?
Yeah. I mean, a previous winner of the PGA.
Wow.
Duff.
Duffner.
That's so good. So,
Man. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of a name that will shock the crap out of you,
yeah.
Daniel Berger.
Is he still?
No, you haven't heard from the guy.
No. Where'd he go?
Remember, he was like top 10.
He was really good. I think wrist injury, maybe some injuries. I remember doing like he was your guy
I know.
to pick in the snake
During
draft.
COVID.
During the snake draft, you picked him every chance you got.
He was so good during COVID. That's when he was at the top of his game. And then COVID ended, and it's like he fell off the face of the
Mhm.
earth.
Yeah. Right at 40, not growing up. Life's about more than money. It's not like the PGA Tour doesn't have prize money. Play against the best players on the, playing against the best players on the best courses, PGA Tour.
It's just an ancient thought.
54 holes at Holmes doesn't cut it for people
It's an ancient thought.
in shorts.
Daniel Berger hasn't played in a major since 2022.
He's probably, what's his ranking?
I have no clue.
I don't even know. He was a really
World.
good player. He was on a Ryder Cup team, I believe, maybe 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, his highest ranking was 12.
Yeah, I think he was on the one Ryder Cup, maybe 2 Ryder Cup teams.
What happened to him?
Don't know. So, all right, let's do some stories that we missed.
The stories we miss. The Morning Hookup.
So Rory McIlroy just got a
Yeah,
divorce. Now
yep.
I'm going to be careful with this because this is an internet conspiracy.
It's a good one, though.
Allegedly, people are developing a theory that Rory was cheating on his wife with one of the CBS golf
Abby,
reporters,
what's her name?
Amanda.
Amanda. She's pretty cute.
Yeah, so that's
Because I think that theory that you're trying to connect is that Roy's going through divorce, but also she is separating from her partner, right?
mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
So you're trying to draw those two. That's what a lot of people, that
No.
surfaced this morning.
And somebody said that they have a relative who lives in Crown Point
Uh-oh.
of Pacific Beach, and they said that Rory went in to pick up a to-go order, and the name was Amanda.
Yo!
Oh,
Yo!
that's not good.
Uh-oh. Maybe.
That's a pretty
Roy's
good.
the one that called it off. We'll see what happens.
Again, this is all alleged.
Maybe that's why he went for Tiger's lawyer.
Yeah, well, why not? If he's
You know.
there, if he's offering the help.
You know?
I love stories like this.
Yeah.
There's going to be a movie made about this someday, Hooks. D3 baseball.
Yeah.
D3
I played
college
it.
baseball. You know
Done.
all about
It's a grind.
Birmingham Southern. Okay.
Okay.
Their baseball team advanced to the D3 Super Regionals.
Of course they did.
And, if they win this next Super Regional, they're going to advance to the D3 College World Series. Amazing, right?
Yeah, it's be awesome.
What makes this more amazing is that the school Birmingham Southern is shutting down on May 31st. They've been struggling with
They're gone?
financial
Like
financial
they
troubles
won't
for
exist
years,
anymore.
and they're shutting down May 31st. So if this team advances
Yeah.
to the College World Series, they'll be playing for a school that doesn't even exist.
Oh my gosh. I wonder, like, that's a whole ball of stuff
Yeah.
because no school, like transportation, that school owns that or whatever, the uniforms,
Yeah.
the travel.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome. Not good.
Oh,
Let's
man.
hope. I hope they make. I
do
hope
too.
they make it
I do too.
for that point.
I'll be rooting for them.
Speaking of something, boy, talking about dramatics. If you ever watched that, there's that Netflix, there's the NASCAR Netflix show. They got it. They like, I don't know. They film certain NASCAR guys.
F1?
No, there's a NASCAR one too.
Oh, okay.
If not, if you haven't, go watch. It's really awesome because this story, I hope, is on it. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch yesterday. Did you see the NASCAR
Man.
fight?
They were throwing
I don't know what
haymakers.
was said, but Kyle Busch got his kicked.
Yeah, and his dad.
Stenhouse threw a punch.
One of their dads got his ass kicked.
Yeah,
too.
and then you had this, I don't know what the guy's, the enforcer. He was on the back of the truck. You get out the truck.
Get off the
Go,
truck.
truck.
That guy.
Back up.
Hey, I ain't messing with him. He was controlling that thing. Yeah, I love a good NASCAR fight. I don't even like NASCAR, but whenever there's a fight, I'm fully engaged.
Stenhouse said a few things. I wrecked him one time at Daytona. He kind of bad-mouthed me ever since. So definitely just a built-up frustration on how he runs his mouth all the time about myself. But I know he's frustrated because he doesn't run near as good as he used to, and I understand that. We're a single-car team over here and working really hard to go out and get better every weekend.
I didn't know that NASCAR was taking that seriously.
Yeah.
You know? I
Yeah,
feel like
no-
when you're in a car for that long, you just want to punch somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't hear from Elijah today.
We
Hopefully,
did.
maybe I'll interview him today.
That's weak.
And then
I'm going to call that weak.
Yeah, I agree.
That's real weak sauce.
Real quick, how about the Royals?
They 10 games over for the first time in a long time.
Since
Can
2015.
this be one of those stories? I'm just asking. We should talk. We're going to,
Yeah, we'll talk baseball tomorrow.
we should tomorrow.
If we have
because-
time, we'll have 2 interviews.
Yeah, but we'll cut those short.
Okay.
They still only give the Royals, by the way. I know you hate this formula thing. 8.7% chance to make the playoffs.
It's fair because all they're really beating is bad teams.
Who cares? You got it. Look, I don't care. We tell our kids this all the time. It doesn't matter. You still got to go throw strikes. You still got to hit baseballs. You got to play defense.
You're right.
And they're both Major League Baseball teams.
And the old
Okay, I don't care.
the old Royals would be losing these games.
Go tell that to Houston. Houston's 5 games under 500.
Yeah, but
Third in their
CBS has
division.
them 70% to make the playoffs.
70.4. So, you guys are awesome. Tomorrow, Robin Washut, Brian Munson, and a whole lot of us and a whole lot of you. Guys, have a great Monday. Catch you on a Tuesday.